too. It worked on my old computer. Gary says his worked on Haley's, not Haley on his. Oh, wait a minute. Did I misunderstand that? I thought he told us that Haley's phone on Bobby's computer did work. You're saying Bobby's phone worked on Haley's computer, so neither phone worked on Bobby's computer. Okay, consider the USB port you're connected to. You've got a new laptop, I think. Is it Type C ports? Is it Type A ports? What level port is it? Does it match the requirement for that Lightning connector? Are you using the same wire on both of the computers? Ran, I think I have a solution to the numbers don't add up correctly. I'd like to see your thought process. We're going to have to take that to another day because we're over with, we're run out of time here. And he says it was a Type C on both computers, both wires, use the same wire across both computers. Afraid I'm not going to be able to wait for your answer, Bobby, but I'll come in and look at it later, and perhaps we'll talk about that tomorrow on live stream. I'm going to go ahead and end this session and send you over to Ken Stout live show. So I hope that was useful. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.
That was Doug Betts, everybody. Doug Betts at Live Windows Training, and I got an echo because I forgot to turn my microphone because I was listening to it. And been a rough morning so far. Going to be short and sweet. In about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to get a link to go to StreamYard. As you all know, John is going to be doing his first live stream, and he's asked me to be a moderator, and I told him I would do that. So I'm going to jump into this. I don't really have anything planned other than it's going to be short, and then I may do one later this afternoon. I don't know yet. Funny story, those of you that stuck around on Zoom last night, and I left about 5 minutes to 1 so that I could watch a TV show out of Las Vegas. Guess what? A TV show didn't even air on CBS last night. It's on a hiatus until, whenever the hiatus is over. So I enjoyed a bowl of popcorn, and Mrs. K and I watched 2 episodes of Leverage Redemption on Prime. So wasn't all in all fail, but and then G.I. Jane came on. I started watching that. Kind of interesting movie. But anyway, let's go over here and what do I want to do? um, so Tony Wallow says, good afternoon. Rick Lakes is back home in the nick of time. Jeff Ryman says hello again. I pinned the link to John's channel if someone wants to check it out and make sure it's the correct link. You know, sometimes I do have issues with links and they aren't correct. So I want to, gosh, I really don't know what I want to do. Let's go look at Nodes Repair Copy and see what that's about. The link is correct. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Oh, this was this interesting thing I was working on. And I don't think this is, yeah, this is the one I started with earlier in the week. And I just got the basic fast noise working to kind of give an effect of whatever you want to call the effect is. So that was the first one. And then we went to, wow. This one, I really need to get better at my naming. Thank you, Tony. Tony says it worked as well. Okay, and this was the final one, I believe. Yeah, this was the final one. Whereas I had changed the color. And even though the effects are basically the same, it still works. But more importantly on this one, when the white background, which it's obviously for instructional and demonstration purposes only. You're not going to make a video that says white background and have it come in and stop, but it does stop in the middle of the screen, which is what I wanted. So that's cool. So that project pretty much is there. So I'm going to go change this name from Nodes Repaired Live. I'm going to save the project as, oh, that's Node Repair Live copy 2. Clearly going to change this name to something else. Let's see here. Nodes Repaired Live Prototype 1, which is an I, but it's a 1. And I'll save that. It'll instantly change the name up there to Nodes Repair Live Prototype 1. Now I'm going to go open another one. And you'll see it jumps to the front. So this is chronological of sorts. Your current one, the previous, the previous, the previous, the previous, the previous, the previous, and, you know, so on and so forth or whatever. So let's go look at this one. This was another project. Let's look at the first one first. Cool. Bobby Warren joins us. Gary Weisenberger joins us. Doug Betts, Live Windows Training, joins us. And they're all saying that it looks like they got Bobby's problem fixed that he was having on Doug's. He had to log in as an admin. And Doug agrees. And Gary says permissions on the iPhone or USB. Cool. So now we're not only a daily Davinci debacle, emphasis on the debacle, we are now morphing slowly over to the tech. So I'll change the name to Daily Tech Davinci Debacle with special guest. So let's go see what this one looks like. I think this is the first attempt at this. I will mute the audio. We don't need the audio. We all know that Mrs. K is making noises and I got excited and everything else. So I'm trying to put that spotlight only on the ball, but you'll see it's not exactly on the ball, but it does follow the ball. And I'm pretty happy with I am extremely happy with the way this ends, because you see the ball coming down, and then once it hits and bounces out of view, so does the spotlight. Spotlight goes away, and I can play this all the way through, and the spotlight's not going to be there. So that's cool. So I'm going to leave that one as untitled project and go see if I got anywhere on the next version of that, which would be this one. I'm not sure why they didn't throw that. Yeah, this is the current one. Chris's phone that he sent me, I don't know if you all are aware of this or not, but Chris sent me an Android phone. Him and Alex got together and they're having a ha-ha joking moment, which I literally am still laughing over this. Keeps making noises at me, but the only thing it's connected to is the Wi-Fi. I can't get messages. I don't even have it set up. But it's sitting here beeping at me. So anyway, let's play this one and see what it looks like. Again, I'll mute the audio. Don't need the audio. We'll play it. I added the text. We all know it hit the pin, because Mrs. K said it hit the pin. I exclamated that it hit the pin. And I got the little white thing to move from basically over here and start showing up about right in here. So I got to go figure out what I got to re-keyframe. And if we let this play on, I changed the color. I still got a lot of work to do on this, but I need to change the color back, because yellow, not really the greatest color in the world. And then at the end it changes back. So I think the transparent color is actually the way to do that. I think white, not really transparent. I think it's just white. I think that's the way to do that. So we'll jump over to the Fusion page, and when I added in the text, and this is just real simple stuff, and I just got an email. That'll be John with the link to StreamYard. So this started out as if we take this away and we reconnect the media to the brightness, it started out with this with no text, and then I just wanted to see, can I add text, which obviously when you add the text back in, then the text is static for right now because I haven't done anything to do anything with it, because I just haven't done anything with it. There's quite a lot I want to do with this, and I'm going to put all this together one of these days and actually have something start to finish with all this cool little whiz bang everything else in there. So let's go over here. I think we determined to change the colors by clicking on these buttons right here. So I want to bring this out and see if we can figure out what's going on. Unlike the other color palettes that you change. Yeah, see, now it's blue. Make it alpha. Turn off the blue. Turn off the green. Turn on the alpha. Turn on the red. Now it's red. Turn on the red. Turn on the alpha. So the question now is, how do I get it back to white? Good question. Well, the brightness isn't it. Saturation isn't it. There's the T-5 from, oh no, that's JJ John let me know he sent that. So red makes it red, green makes it green, blue makes it blue. Y is A's got to be for alpha, but I don't see it. So it's kind of interesting that I actually, there's white. White is a combination of green, blue, a combination of all four of them. Yeah, Wintermute just put in chat what I just inadvertently figured out on my own, that white is all four of the colors. So now we're back to that. Yay. I don't really see any keyframes in here for that to show up right here. And I know it's showing up right there because I can see it, but I don't see any keyframes over there. So I'm going to have to go in there and re-keyframe the whole thing. That's about it. I don't really have much more going on. I'm not going to change these because I know which one is which. I will eventually rename those, as I should, and then put some things together. I'm going to check the chat. Thank you, Wintermute. Yes, all colors is white. White equals all colors. Thank you very much. Real quick before I get out of here, Mrs. K, 16 hours tonight, which means I will try to start the nightly stream a little bit earlier. Maybe we can get a special guest from the West Coast to join us by starting early. Not sure. The invitation is out there, so to speak. Can't think of anything else. I do want to be prepared. I want to go get on my makeup and get my hairdresser to do my hair and all that other stuff. Any questions before I get out of here? Guest log on company file, no go. Okay, that's probably about Bobby Warren's situation. So cool. I will end the stream. There's a link pinned at the top for John John's. Please join us. Join him on his inaugural first live stream. And he doesn't know what he's in for. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tonight. Appreciate you putting up with the madness that I call Daily Davinci Debacle. Have a good afternoon.